The announcement came quietly. No grand stage, no palace balcony. Just a few lines confirmed through a magazine. And yet those words sent subtle ripples through the royal ranks. Peter Phillips, the eldest grandchild of Queen Elizabeth II, has announced his engagement to Harriet Sperling, a pediatric nurse, writer, and advocate for children with chronic illness. For many, the name might not ring immediate bells, but for those watching the careful choreography of Britain's royal family, this engagement matters. Because Peter Phillips isn't just any royal. As the son of Princess Anne and Captain Mark Phillips, Peter was born into history, but not into titles. His parents declined royal styles for their children, a decision Anne has defended repeatedly, believing it allowed her children to live more freely. Peter grew up on royal estates, but walked a private path. He worked in sports management, business development, and was once even a marketing executive for Jaguar. For years, he was known as the Queen's favorite grandson, but he's never been known as Prince Peter. Still, proximity to power is its own kind of influence. Peter was the first of the Queen's grandchildren to marry. In 2008, his wedding to Canadian Autumn Kelly at St. George's Chapel was widely attended, but made headlines for different reasons. It emerged that Autumn had converted from Catholicism to marry Peter, avoiding potential constitutional snags tied to the Act of Settlement, which at the time barred royals from marrying Catholics. Even without a title, Peter's choices mattered. Their marriage, however, ended quietly. In 2021, the couple confirmed their separation after 13 years and 2 children. The divorce was handled with little scandal. Both Peter and Autumn have since moved on, co-parenting their daughters and maintaining ties within the Windsor family. Now comes Harriet. Their relationship was first spotted at the Epsom Derby in 2023. Peter and Harriet arriving together, smiling, seated in the royal enclosure. Observers noted her ease with Princess Anne and Zara Tindall. Over the following months, she attended several public events with Peter, including Royal Ascot and the Coronation Concert. Harriet Sperling is not of aristocratic lineage. She works in the NHS, writes publicly about motherhood and chronic illness, and has spoken openly about her own health challenges. In interviews and essays, she has described the emotional toll of managing a child's rare condition, offering a voice rarely heard within royal circles. And now she stands to become the daughter-in-law of Princess Anne. What makes this engagement notable is not just who Peter is, but what he represents. The untitled royal, the working Windsor, the grandson of a queen marrying outside the traditional mold. No official photographs have been released, no engagement ring showcased for cameras. But behind this minimalism is a deeper shift in tone, one that may reflect the direction King Charles III has long championed. A slimmed-down monarchy, less reliant on pomp, more grounded in modern life. Still, there are questions. Would Harriet ever take on royal duties, even informally? Will she be welcomed into family events, such as Christmas at Sandringham or Easter at Windsor? Thus far, all signs suggest yes. She has already shared space with senior royals. Palace insiders say she has been quietly accepted by the firm, a soft endorsement, but one that matters. Yet royal watchers are always alert for nuance. In a monarchy built on symbolism, the absence of a title or the subtle placement of a guest in official photos can signal much more than mere etiquette. And some headlines have speculated. Is this another Kate Middleton moment? The introduction of a commoner into the royal fold who brings relatability and press interest in equal measure? Or is it closer to the model of Zara Tindall? Respected, royal adjacent, but firmly outside the crown machinery. What is clear is that this engagement signals a continuing evolution of the Windsor generation. Much like Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice, Peter and Zara have crafted lives on the edge of royal life, still invited, still connected, but less bound by the palace's daily pageantry. There are no reports of tensions or objections from Clarence House or Kensington Palace, despite some speculative coverage. If anything, the quiet and respectful rollout of this engagement, with both families reportedly informed, suggests a family learning from past media missteps. Peter's relationship with his mother, Princess Anne, remains close, and sources suggest the Princess Royal appreciates Harriet's down-to-earth nature and discretion. Anne herself has always championed a more efficient, less indulgent monarchy, one where deeds matter more than drama. That may be what Peter and Harriet represent now, a modern love story grounded in privacy, service, and quiet dignity. But as history shows, no relationship inside the royal orbit is ever entirely private. The press will follow, the public will speculate, and the monarchy will, as ever, adapt, reshaping tradition around each new addition, each subtle shift in tone. So as Peter Phillips prepares to walk down the aisle once again, this time not into a title or a role, but into renewed partnership, the palace watches, and the country watches with it. This may not be a royal wedding for the history books, but it could be a royal marriage for the future.